Chapter 50. Now I recognized what is familiar in that photo. I felt surprised on hearing that. I couldn't believe it, but it was true. He continued.
When I first saw your smile, I couldn't believe my eyes. I thought it as my imagination, because I was in a hangover, but again, when I saw it second time, I believed.
So this is what made you to near me? He nodded.
Partly. You felt like my mom was near me again. I think that's why I saw you in the same date, when I lost her.
You don't celebrate your birthday on that day?
No, I usually be all day here. Seeing her photo, I've built this house in remembrance of her. This is the exact replica where we used to live with that animal. But Dad and Mom celebrate my birthday, when they adopted me, Deck 16.
You owe them lot, aren't you?
Yes, especially Susan and April. If they didn't took me home, I'll be now dead, or be some criminal.
I thought this will be a perfect moment to say that. Ed?
Yes.
Promise me you won't get angry for what I'm saying. He twitched his eyebrows.
Tell me first, then I'll decide.
He changed his expression from happy to confusion. Please, for me.
All right, I won't.
He said half-heartedly. Promise?
I won't, Queen Bee, tell me.
I know already that, you are adopted.
What?
He got shocked. An unusual expression was on his face. I don't know whether it is stating anger or disappointment. He controlled his anger and asked me in stern voice,
How you know this? Anna, I'm controlling myself. Tell me before I lose it.
When I told you that I'm adopted. Before that, I asked the reason with Susan. Why you are always alone. She told it. He didn't reply. I continued. Believe me, I insisted her to tell me. That's why she told. But she made a promise to not to tell anyone and said I'm the only outsider to know this. I didn't even tell this to Jamie or Mia.
What exactly she told you?
He asked in a calm voice. I was relieved. She told, the reason why he was alone is because we adopted him when he was 10. He was in street and heavily injured. I felt he needed love, care, and attention. So, we adopted him. It has something to do with his loneliness. We asked it, but he never willing to share that. Hearing that, he didn't move a muscle. Ed, I'm sorry for hiding this. But she made a promise not to ask you. But now you told me everything. So, I thought it's unfair to hide. He left out a deep breath.
It's okay, Queen Bee, leave it.
You are not angry with me?
No, but you should have told this before, so that I can cut shorted my flashback.
I laughed. So, you really not mad with me? He smiled and neared me.
Of course not. In fact, thanks for keeping this with you. I heard women cannot keep secrets.
Well, sometimes we can, if we love someone more than gossips.
But you need to pay for this.
He stroked my lips. Wicked grin surrounded his mouth. He kissed me gently.
I'll leave this now, because Mom is here. But you are going to pay for this.
Then we can play this. I winked seductively.
Don't tease me.
He warned, Aha, what you'll do?
I can't tell. Better I can show it in actions.
That made my cheeks to burn in red color. I lost my words. I felt like I'm on fire. He snapped and brought me back to sense.
Relax, I won't do this here.
He laughed. Shut up! You can make me to pay after we do one thing.
What?
Erasing your nightmares. His smile vanished and he became sad. I continued. All you have to do is spend the nights with me.
You cannot handle that, you'll hate me.
He said in defeated tone. Give me a try.
You are going to regret for what you said.
If I regret, I'll back off my decision. I placed my hands on him. Please, let me in. He responded after long minutes of silence.
Fine at your own risk.
We We started from that night onwards. For a month it was very hard for me, but never regretted, as he said. He woke up every night every 3 hours. Sometimes he cried in his sleep without opening his eyes.
I'm sorry, Mom, I let you killed. I'm sorry.
At those times, I went near him and said, Nate, it's okay. Look, I'm fine. You are not responsible for what happened. Trust me, I'm happy. Now go to sleep. Hearing those words, he'll console little. He goes to sleep again saying,
Love you, Mom.
Lying on my chest. Sometimes he'll cry for help.
Please don't beat me. I'll clean it, please.
This is what more terrifying than before. He'll shout like a hell. I needed more effort to control him. I'll make him to open his eyes and see the reality and assure him he is safe. Seeing that he came back to normal with a body shiver and hug me tight as like his safe place and goes back to sleep. After a month, this nightmare slowed down to 4 hours of sleep interval, and again, after half month, it slowed down more to 6 hours. It started to fade away from him, with me. Soon, I became his sleeping pills for a good sleep. But still, he felt guilty for letting his mom die. It was Monday morning. We were having breakfast in his home. See, I have never regretted for this decision, I said with pride.
Yeah, I'm seeing that in your sleepless eyes.
He said in anger with sadness. Ed, see the positive side. You improved a lot. We won this. Come on, man, smile. I tickled his ears. He smiled. All right, if you need, we can celebrate this. He neared me and started to tickle me. I laughed till I can't breathe. Ed, stop! I can't breathe! I stopped him. I pushed him away playfully. He fell on the carpet. I stood up from the chair and took a step to walk away. He intervened his legs with me. It made me to trip on him.
What, I thought you'll yell?
He asked, holding me. I had a soft landing, so I won't. He tucked my hair behind my ears. I felt my chest hardly pressing against him.
Thanks for coming in my life,
he said with full of love in his eyes. I can't say the same because you are a jerk, but it's okay, I still love you.
Excuse me, sir.
Stephen asked, turning back. We stood up, adjusting our clothes.
I'm sorry, sir, if I disturbed you guys.
No problem. Turn back, Stephen.
He turned back and handed an envelope to Ed.
You are nominated for Best Business Man of London. Event organizer sent you invitation.
Ed looked invitation, biting his sandwich. I jumped in joy and hugged him. Congratulations, Ed! I kissed him in cheeks, but he remained calm.
Okay, Stephen, you can go,
he said as usual.
Okay, sir.
He said with little disappointment and left the place. What's the matter? I asked him.
They are also coming there.
He showed the names in invitation, Richard and Phryne.
What if I don't get the award? I can't face them,
he said depressingly. I made him to look at me. Listen, Ed, they've mocked you all these years. Now it's our turn. I don't know we are going to get that award or not, but we are going to pay back for what they did.